this is Bolshinian, and this is my replay analysis for Stratus. It'll be a bit slow to get a boost, but it's fine so far. Here, I don't like this. As soon as you see him getting a miss touch on it, you have enough time to reposition and try and center that ball. Instead, you kind of go for a, I guess I call it a worthless hit, because if you see your angle and where the goal is and where your teammate is, that's just going to end up in their corner and be kind of safe. You're presenting no danger to them at all. Instead, I would like to take a wider turn here towards the right, and then you might be able to get a shot off the corner of your car. That's something here, this is a bit dodgy. Yeah, I think he knocked shot. That's really unfortunate. Well, I don't think you can get this challenge. I'd just say go back. Kind of waste a bit of time, because it could have faked your teammate out if he was going for it at that point. Your teammate's forward or something. He popped it quite well, but I don't know why he's going for that. That should be more. Okay, you're back. I don't know why you turned here. Either you need to shadow him, which basically just means your car needs to face the same direction as him, but you sort of like follow his path, or you kind of rush challenge him. At the moment you're in like, if he shoots that over you, it's going to be such a hard save. If he passes that, you're not going to reach it in time. It's just, you put yourself in a really bad spot. So what I'd like you to see is maybe swerve to the left. Let me just get fly on. Oh my god, I can't even. Where are you here? It's not fly, this is fly. What? Right, pro editing. Then you go to you sort of swerve left here and cut in, because you have enough time to get in that position, because you can't really pull a shot off at this angle. So what you can do here, if he passes it, then you might be able to pre-jump, maybe put it to save, or you could just end up hitting it to the wall, which I think he does. It's safe anyway. And then although you're in an awkward position, because you'll face the opposite way, just turning in through the goal and then round here should be fine, because this guy is nowhere near, so he's probably not going to get a touch on the ball. Although to know that, you probably have to turn your camera a bit. Wait, we go on. That's not the thing. So for instance, you'd have to maybe use your analog stick to look to the left to see if he's ready to challenge, because then you'll have to rush, trying to rush hit the ball when it comes off the backboard. This is fine. Yeah, and it's important. No, not really. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's fine. I'd like to see a more orthodox kickoff, because usually these unorthodox ones tend to sort of not work later on. Against people who actually use maybe the scrub kickoff, or I don't know, the Jacob kickoff. I don't know why you're here. Your teammate might be low on boost, and the enemy's chasing him. You should try and rush back here. I don't know why you're trying to turn away, thinking you can pass it, because first of all, he probably can't see you. Second of all, if the enemy beats into that, or like gets a pin through centres, I doubt your teammate's going to save that. and you have enough boost to do that. So I'd just say try and rush back to back post. Said you're way too far at the play. Your teammate does a good job playing it. Okay, this is a bit awkward. I'd say try and get used to jumping off the wall and aerialing it. Because you have enough time to do that, and even if it's a weak hit, your teammate's there to defend it anyway. At the moment, it's almost like you're giving them a free shot on net or free possession. It's just kind of bad, but you just obviously not in a team, so I don't think we can communicate. There's things that happen. Fine. Probably, wait, could you see your teammate here? Probably leave that to him at that point. Because you saw he was up already. This is weird because usually in the high level game he might try and position in the middle so you can pass to him, but I don't think he had enough trust, so you should maybe use your camera to try and spot him to see if he's going for it, and then you head back. It's all about turning the camera and awareness. Nice souls boost there. It works though. Yeah, I would probably get out of there as fast as possible. Right about here. Because you can see he's lost control. First of all, that's going to be the slowest pass to you. Or he like pinch with one of them. Either way, it's probably not going to end in a goal for you guys. And it's probably going to go all the way to your side. Because they have a much better angle on this than you do. So I would just turn back, run away. Because even if you go for that, that'll just center off for them to hit again. So the only thing you could do is probably just retreat. Which you do, but maybe a bit too slowly there. That was fine. I don't think the teammate should have done for that. Although there's no point going for this or trying to demo him, or let me go back to see if yeah, here. He's going for the shot. Or I don't know how he's gonna get the shot in, but you can see he's hitting it to the corner, so why are you trying to pressure something that's getting into a safe zone? Because here, what could have happened is he could have hit it into you. That could have ended up in an own goal. So just maybe, although it seems weird, just trying to avoid him here, because your goal isn't in much danger, even though it looks like it is from first glance. Like, what he should have done is maybe get one little tap on the ball, and then try to get a power shot on net. Or maybe just somehow keep control. And then I would allow you to challenge it, because you should have a clear chance to knock the ball out of his way. But let me see again. Yeah, here. As soon as he jumps, there's no point turning him for that. Just turn sort of to the right, and then try and rotate all the way to back post. If you know what I mean by like back and front post. Oh my god, camera, please. This'll it depends on where the players are. This will be back post because you can see everything that's going on. The ball's on this side of the pitch, therefore the opposite side of the pitch is the back post. This is the near post because you're closer to the play. Back post is always good because you can get really good clears all the time, no matter where it is in the goal or heading towards the goal. You can almost always get top left shots here because you're positioned for it. Meanwhile, if you're at near post, that's much harder because you're backwards. So you can't really save top right shots here. So that's why you should always go far post when you can. Just a little yeah, and because you go for it there, that he could have scored it, but luckily he played it for you guys. So it's good. Just a bit strange, but yeah, ooh. Maybe a bit slow in the challenge here. Like, you can see he's approaching, and if you just beat him to the ball here, you can probably make a play out of it. Because I'm assuming, yeah, this is other teammates' way out of the play. So, just try and rush this. Instead, you kind of give him time, and he just rushes it. I don't like you approaching the ball. You like ever so tense towards the ball, I'll put it. Because here, your teammates are in a position where if he tries to hit it away, or tries to dribble it away, sorry, then he'll probably tackle him. So your job is literally to try and keep the pressure on if he somehow manages to clear it. Or obviously, be ready in the middle for a pass. Both of those options. So as soon as you see this, you should probably do like a kind of a wide circle. Like probably, what the heck? Oh, none. You should probably do a little wide circle, like from here to here probably. No, sorry. You go from here to here, sort of turning this way. So you can see if he clears it to the left, then you've got a pretty good angle on goal. Because there's no way Westy's going to hit it behind him. There's just no way. So you've got to be positioned because you know the ball's going to go on the left side of the pitch here. And then you can keep pressure and then you can keep on going. Plus, again, if it centers off backboard, you've got a pretty good angle. But here you're kind of too close to the play. So, it's going to be hard if it comes off backboard to shoot it in. And it's going to be hard to keep the pressure on. And that's just unfortunate. If you've been moving there and rotating like a mini sort of circle, then I doubt he would have got you because you're not as a moving target. But yeah, I don't blame you for this one. I feel like it was in. So. Oh, it's unfortunate. I like how you didn't go for the boost here. Well, I like how you go for the boost at the start, but when you miss it here, if you would have gone for it there, the goal would have been open. I think you acknowledged that. So good decision there. Yeah. With your ally there, so yeah. You're allowed to ball chase a bit. Here, Westy's probably gonna beat you to the ball if he decides to go for it because you're still on the wall, he's on the ground. So honestly, here, I would probably just rotate back. You'd have to rotate to near post here, which is unfortunate, but it's better than sort of being on the floor here. Because he's obviously going to beat you to the ball, so I don't know why you're trying to challenge it. It's kind of pointless. Plus, you're in the same spot as your teammate, but it's an AI, so. But luckily, he ends up with. I'm pretty sure you said you wanted help on learning to play faster, fast control. Firstly, to start that off, don't go for heavy touches. Like that touch there was too heavy. I'll show it one more time. Here, so this is good. Maybe a bit further ahead, so he's sort of next to the ball as it's moving. Instead, he sort of just sped it up for no reason. Like, that's no danger to him. That's basically passing it to him. So I think it's you need to learn how to keep the ball closer to you, I guess, with less speed. Because then that's when you can do mind games, when you can do flicks, when you can do air dribbles from the ground. I don't know. Because here you can do a bounce dribble, you can do a normal dribble, whatever you want to. I'd have recommended a bounce dribble, but because it just lined up quite well. But this you can't really, again, too far forward. Oh, that was lucky. Just getting like a Yeah, I like this. You see, like, I wouldn't be much closer because that could end up really badly. When the teammate beats him. Oh, I don't like this. You had quite a lot of time here. I think you could see that. Although they're quite, it's quite hard to see their positions in relation to you. That's probably a skill you need to learn, and then learn how to learn that you can take it slow on some shots. So here, you could wait for the bounce. Because the ball's coming down already, I'll replay it so you can see. The ball's trajectory is already coming down. So when you go for aerials, when the ball's coming down like that, and it's so close to the ground anyway. And you're so far away from the ball as well, that's another factor, then it's just going to do this. It's better, honestly, just to wait for the bounce. And if he was much closer, I would probably just let him do something with it. Because your teammate isn't back, and you're too far away to make an aggressive challenge. Again, this is if you manage to stay with the ball. But as he doesn't, you had time for to let the ball bounce and do a power forward. Maybe kept your ball count a bit too long. Here, like, spot the boost, then turn it back on. Because you should know your way to the boost at this point. And plus then you can turn in quickly if your teammate gets beaten. And then you can decide either to go for the full boost or not at that point. But here it was teammate. Or I think they call it this one. Here I would it's hard. I'd probably slow down here. I wouldn't be holding my accelerate button. Because what ends up happening, if you break here, you lose momentum for a save. And I'm pretty sure you just kept on tapping it a little still. When you should have gone much slower from the start. Because you eventually ended up in the middle of the ball here, where you don't want to be. You want to sort of end up... God, the camera is so awful. You probably want to end up right about here, while you're still moving. Because it's much easier from here to save a shot top left even, from being stationary here. You just don't have enough momentum. So just try and keep on moving back to goal, but quite slowly. That makes sense. Oh. Because then you could have got quite an easy clear from it as well. You could have turned it bang to your teammate. Instead, ends up awkward. Yeah, so let's kick off, but it works with this. this is more about the camera thing. It's kind of hard to pull the camera thing, I guess. Maybe this is just like you don't know where they are at this point, so passing it or trying to shoot it to the right in your corner isn't the best idea. Instead, I'd maybe just try and hit it high, sort of towards the right. Instead, you just trying to shoot it along the ground. Like, probably even wait for the bounce here. You've got enough time. Yeah, probably just wait for the bounce. Although he's quite close, if he'd rushed it, I doubt he could have got it on target. He would probably just cleared it. So yeah, just wait for the bounce there and clear it to the right hand side. Or you can even go shoot towards the net. Yeah, that's why it's so weak. Maybe a bit slow again to kick off, but this is a pointless hit. Here, no one's pressuring that ball except you. Wheezy's flying about like a madman, right? You can turn your car, or you can just arc to the left and then turn right again. So you can at least shoot that on backboard or on target towards the net. Yeah, you could have because no one's in there. Instead you hit it to that corner. So basically you made it safe for them, which is not the best. Although you think you put it in a position where you can pass to your teammate, it's much better if you center it. Again, you're too far in the goal. You're like in the middle of the goal. You should be faster. That's why you so up before. I like this. So it's really going to happen. Probably wouldn't challenge that. This is fine. But here, what's going to happen is because your teammate's so close to the play, and if you miss it or if he beats you to the ball, you're both going to be at the same spot, same time with low boost. Basically, what's his name? Jogbert, whatever that is. He'll have. Or try and score it himself anyway. He's already pressuring Wesu here, so there's no point going for this. Even though you see the shot, still no point. Because as you see, this happens. And if that would have been on target, on your net, it would have been game over, because you were both too far up. Well, he was fine here. I think he wasn't too far up. At this point. Just try and see how it plays out. Because then what could have happened is you'd be still on full boost almost, and your teammate could have tried to pass that back in when it bounced off the wall. But now you're in there next. Yeah, you seem to really struggle with those powers. Well, not struggle, but you don't do them enough, I think. So that's why that wasn't good. A bit slow. Like, this is really slow. No one's in a position to challenge this except you, really. So I'd rush that boost grab. Oh, it's fine actually. Well, it's up to you. Depends what type of player you are. Like, personally, I'm a bit boost greedy, so I would have probably gone for it. Because it's the ball's in a good spot anyway. And obviously, Not obviously, but wall aerial again. I know that you didn't do wall aerial earlier in the game, I think, and yeah, you should probably learn to do them here, because you could center that. You can even score it even. Just you need to put some kind of pressure on this. This is so lame because you've used all your boost just to get to the ball, just for this to happen, and then it's unfortunate for these guys because he should have just stayed and easily got that, and then all your pressure would be lost from the kickoff. Like if you're really not confident about war aerials here, don't use any of your boosts. Wait for it to land again. Wait for one of them to come close or something, or maybe just what would actually be good here if you approach the ball. One, you get really close to the ball, almost parallel to it, and then jump off with the ball, and then it should center really well for you. And I don't think one of them will be close enough to challenge. But yeah, you just take too long and it just loses all pressure. So when you say learn to play faster, remember those war aerials are key. That's just a really fortunate goal. I don't really like him doing it. He did it anyway, so not being, but just going super hard. Okay, really good. Here you could have gone for a power shot. You have enough time, just take a wider turn, and then boom, that would be on their backboards or in the goal. So it just turns into that. Yeah, I should totally try to keep that. It's actually working. I don't like this challenge at all. So you see this, so yeah. Maybe I think you think he was going for a dribble. This is fine. At this point, I would just see what they do. Maybe stay exactly in this position. And as soon as you see Westie going for it, just go back or rotate behind Jugabert, or if it's a weak hit from Westie, then just kind of rush to the corner and clear it. The reason why you don't want to challenge this is because even if you manage to beat Westie, unless it's a hard hit on the wall, that's probably only going to be going their corner, and then Megalodon the Langod can do something with that. So this is pointless to go for this. There's no point. And he beats you. Lose team at all. This is fine. I like that. Even if he would beat you to the ball, it wouldn't really help him. But if he would not challenge him, it would not help him. Let's boost bro. Okay. This is awkward. Yeah, I would have probably preferred a light tap here, but everything you did here was fine. Because you didn't know what he was going to do. Like maybe not flip, just literally jump into it. Because then it would be much closer to you, and again, it was too far away. If you would have tapped that at the start and then got a few more small taps, that would have worked out fine. Probably would have been a goal as well. You're probably way too far back here. Like, you're giving him space for a dribble, which is never good. So, like, what you should really do here is either shadow him. Actually, I think the only option is to shadow him, really. Because you don't know Russian challenge there, because you're the last man back. You want to waste time so your teammate can get back. Oh my god, I'm so good at this. So probably just approach him like this. Grab these small boost pads. I'm still zoomed out way too far into it. Grab 1, 2, 3. Wait, am I being a dum-dum? Hello. Give me a sec, the camera's spazzing out. Yeah, so, because you don't need to be goal here. There's no incoming shot, so... maybe you could even go out further, like, around here. And then turn into shadow. Just make sure there's an appropriate distance between Wesu and you, so that you can pre-jump or try and say something. Usually, the only reason why you go, the reason why you go far post is because your first teammate's challenging it. So then you can, if your teammate does a good block, then it'll probably center and you can hit it out. But when you're alone like this, shadowing is probably your best bet. But if he's much closer, like here, oh gosh, he's much closer, like camera, like about here, then I would probably stay back post. It's just because he has so much room to dribble, so you can just approach him and maybe distract him so your teammate has time to come back. Where are you? I don't like you going through. He's gonna beat the ball, obviously. You have 40 boost. You know where your teammate is, and plus it's probably his ball if one of you are gonna challenge it. Like, that's just awareness. Luckily, it doesn't really do special when you got a good block. You're probably too close here. Give yourself a bit of room, so again, if it pops off like this, you can have speed and speed, so you can beat the other people. And you have momentum, so you can beat them. Instead, you sort of do a little jump here when you should just turn back because you were too close. I like this though. It's good improv. Honestly, I'd probably turn all the way on that. Because you can beat them to the ball. It's quite... I wouldn't say it's intensive mechanically, but maybe you just have a little more confidence in that. Because you have enough time to position yourself. Here, just head back. Like, small rotation. Yeah, that. As soon as you see him hit this, there's no point to challenge it. Just, again, rotate to back post behind your teammate, which this is your teammates at this point. Like, even if you get hit on this, it'll probably just center for them. Because you'll get like one of those weird redirects. And now you've lost your teammate in a 1v2 again. When he could have been challenging and you could have been back. I think you had a bit more time. Yeah, here. Just do like a soft tap, right? So you kind of center it. If they would have had boost and been smart, the Wesu guy could have turned around and easily shot it in. And then it sort of ends up being like 50. I'm assuming the teammate here said no boost or something. This should have been his. So if he had no boost then that would have been yours, that's fine. But if he had boost, then that's his. But I think he's being really hesitant, so it's fine. I'll keep some pressure. Although, even when I say it's fine, I'll probably still have a better, a better angle on this. So I'd maybe turn to the right a bit more, so make sure it's on target. Instead, this is obviously not going to go to the backboard. It's just going to go away to the right, where it's not in danger position. Here, just go back. Well, no, don't go back. Stay here. As soon as you see this, go back. That isn't yours backboard, that's your teammates. Because he should be behind you with boost. Oh, look at that. Right there, much better angle, has momentum. Probably feel like top left, top right, wherever he wants. Do a dribble. But you're obviously going to get a weak hit on this, there's no point. And, well, that's game. So, main factors, I think. When you say you want to play faster, sometimes it's not always about speed. Sometimes it is about learning when it should be, when you should challenge it. Although I do think your wall shots and your, I think there was one shot where you could have turned, and you had a lot of time to shoot it in. It was like working when the ball went really high and sort of went down to the ground quite slow. Getting better at passing, well, that's always hard. And maybe just try and take it slower, I guess, when you know it's a 1v2. Or I should say when you're the 2 and versus the 1 goalkeeper. Because then your teammate can reposition himself to be in middle. When it's a 2v2 still, just try and focus on beating the first guy. Make sure you don't go for bad challenges that puts your teammate at a horrible disadvantage. But I don't think you did go for any horrible 50s. So, that's good. I think I'll wait for the replay. Thanks for listening.